Welcome to Improv for the podcast. On this week's episode, we're joined by Tigran, who will tell us all about his improvisational journey. We'll play a couple games and most importantly, learn how he improved his life. Let's hit it. Welcome to Improv for the podcast. I'm your host, Michael Lee Evans, and tonight we are joined by the incredibly talented Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu master, dancer, comedian, Tigran. Tigran, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight.
Thank you, Michael.
How are you doing this evening?
Great.
Great. All right.
Good to be here.
Yeah, I'm really glad to have you, Tigran. It's this is a long time coming, so I'm glad you're here. I've heard a lot about you from Matthew Moore and a bunch of other people at the studio, so...
And I heard about you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Great. No, really fucking cool to be here. It's amazing. Yes.
I'm glad you're here, man. So before we get too far into things, can you tell us a little bit about how you found this place? Good old IFTP.
IFTP, yes. Yeah, it was back in 2019. And I was, it was a year of questioning myself and basically, I was watching a performance actually with my friend Magnus, who is actually part of IFTP too.
Oh, okay.
Not at the moment, he's in Denmark now, but yeah, he's part of the family. So I was watching and that just blew my mind. I was like, what? Is this improv? I had no idea. I was like, no, they are scripted. There's no way they are. So we decided with my friend to be like, okay, let's next week go. And they were offering free classes for as a trial. So we went and we tried the class and we're again, mind blown.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this is no way this is working. So, and of course, the beginner, you're like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're like, what is going on?
But yeah, that's when I came to the family and it's been incredible couple years from then. And, pandemic happened in between and everything. But still, the people here, I always tell this to Matthew Moore. People here are the most incredible people I meet. So creative, such a good people, caring, and it's been nothing less than that since then,
100%, I agree. Yeah, the people here are what make it.
Yeah,
it's so amazing.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna dig into that story a little more, Tigran, because I'm definitely curious to hear how it was in those early days. But before we do, we got to play some Three Things. All right, so this version of Three Things, it's personal to you or what I could find on the internet about an hour ago.
Yeah, we got the stalker here, huh?
Oh, absolutely. It's my favorite part of the show is just Googling everyone who comes on.
Let's go.
All right, so as always, right, it's Three Things. I'll give you a category. You list three things from it, and then we'll move on to the next one. All right, you ready, Tigran?
Yes.
All right, these are three things. Best costumes you have worn.
Nutcracker costume.
1.
Apollo costume.
2.
And a grandparents costume.
3. Very nice. Next category. The worst exercises to do.
The squats.
1.
1 arm push-ups.
2.
And 2 arm pull-ups.
3.
These are 3 things.
Wait, we got one more category.
Yes.
All right. Your favorite dance moves.
It's floss.
1.
Shimmy
2.
and jumping jacks across the room.
3. These are 3 things. Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay, let's dive into this a little bit. All right, Tigran. So, why did I ask you about costumes?
Because I'm a dancer, specifically ballet dancer.
Yes.
And you digged into it, yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know I saw the Nutcracker costume you wore. Fantastic. I saw the Apollo costume that you wore, but I don't know that I saw the third one. Remind me, what was the third one you listed?
This was a grandparents costume. It's another version of Nutcracker. When I was back in Germany, I did the role of grandparents. So that came in my mind.
All right. That sounds like a fun costume.
It is.
All right. And I feel like that's probably a cool part of being a professional dancer such as yourself, the different shows and stories that you get to tell through your art, but also the costumes that come with it, right?
Yes. And embarrassingly wearing tights. I'm just going to put that out there.
You're not a fan?
No, but we built to it.
Yeah, sure.
So I mean, some people would like it, some not, but mostly women would like to watch it. You know, that's the fun part of it. You know?
Yeah.
Yes, if any girls out there want to see my costumes, check my Instagram.
We'll link it. We'll link it in the description.
Should.
Okay, very nice. All right, so that next category, worst exercises. So you listed squats, 1-armed push-ups, and 2-armed pull-ups. Tell me about that. What do you know about fitness, Tigran?
Fuck, a lot actually. I know a lot about fitness, but squats specifically because my knee is injured.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yes, and I had a surgery on my knee like 10 months ago on my meniscus and ACL, so I'm out of dancing currently.
Yeah.
But yeah, so squats is one of the hardest things to do at the moment.
That makes sense.
That came in mind very reasonably. And also one arm push-ups, I said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing I don't really try usually, but I mean, people would know why it's hard.
Yeah.
You're right.
I don't think I could do a 1-arm push-up right now.
Me too.
I can do 2, but not 1. I'd fall over.
And 2-arm pull-ups because I hate pull-ups. But I do them anyway, but I hate them.
Because, I mean, they're good for you.
It's really healthy for you, but I'm pretty bad at it.
Yeah. Okay, here's a question related to pull-ups. Do you have the proper form? Is it to have your hands facing the bar or on the opposite side of the bar?
Well, facing the bar. I guess both of them work differently. What I usually do, they have this other grip that your thumbs are facing you, you know?
Oh, yeah. Like
so
that.
I would do that. That's easier. And also like shoulders back and pull it up. So it's like really working your back. And then you just fall.
Which one? It's good to know. Which one do you think looks the most impressive, though? Like if I'm trying to impress somebody, how should I grab that
would be
bar?
1-arm pull-ups. But
Okay, well, that's you like go like this, right? You grab your other arm.
Yes, but
I could maybe almost do half of one.
Half?
Yeah.
I cannot do
maybe.
half. I cannot even do half, I think.
I don't know. But maybe if I jump a little, you know.
Yeah, you take a little.
Be like, wow, he almost did one.
They have those machines where you can actually stand on them, you know, with the weights.
Oh,
it helps you up.
Yeah.
So you can do that and film yourself just the top of your body, you know.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's a good tip right
like
there.
Tricks, guys, tricks.
Hey, all you gym rats out there, good tip from Tigran. Find the pull-up machine, do some good editing, and then.
You know, just before we go on, I want to say how we met to the audience, right? Like, you remember how we met?
Yeah.
It was
the stand-up show.
Stand-up show.
Yeah, because we hadn't met officially. Because I'd heard about you, and I'm like, oh, Tigran, you don't know Tigran? And I was like, no, I'm sorry. But Tigran and I, we did. Well, I guess it was a few weeks ago now.
It was
April 14th.
Yes.
Yeah. We did a stand-up comedy show here at the Pico, just down the street here, and for some reason, for some crazy way, we hadn't met yet.
No, we were upstairs with 10 other comedians or 12, I don't remember. But
it's a big crowd.
So yeah, I was going through my material. You were probably going through your material.
Yeah.
and I randomly walked to you because I was like questioning something. Should I say, should I not? I wasn't sure because of my accent or if I'm saying the word correctly. And I walked to you and I said, am I saying the corduroy pants correctly? Such a random thing.
Yeah.
And he goes, what? I have corduroy pants in my site. Out of all the 12 people that I could go to, it was you.
The one guy who's
the one guy that has corduroy pants in his set too.
And I had been thinking about probably just a day or two before that. I was like, I gotta make sure I say corduroy right, because it's a weird word.
It is.
And I don't think either of us are saying corduroy very often.
I don't know if there is someone that knows languages, like specifically English. Please help us.
Why do we have that word?
Why is that corduroy? Yeah. It was about hairy Armenian legs, just so you know. So I'm Armenian, so don't judge that. And
mine was just about the type of pants I used to wear in like the third grade. This corduroy pants.
Something about basketball, right?
Yeah, pretty much. How my NBA career is not going well. And it's still not. Nothing's changed in these last few weeks.
Okay, try. It's
Yeah.
you always gotta try.
Yeah, we're doing our best out here.
My shaving is not going as well.
It's okay. It's all good. I think that is such a wild story because what are the chances that two people and like the two people that ended up speaking were both talking about corduroy in their sets?
Yeah, and we really don't know each other, and I just randomly ask you that question. It's
Like this guy, he wears pants.
yeah, he would know how to say corduroy.
And I'm still not sure. I could be lying. I don't know.
Maybe you did. Maybe the audience still didn't get what
Yeah.
I was trying to say.
They're like, these two dudes came up and talking about this type of pants. We'd never heard of it.
It's so funny.
I'm sorry, Tigran.
Ended my career.
Mine never started, so. Okay.
Okay, we can go on.
I'm going to bring us back. Thank you for bringing that up, though, because that is a good story. The last category I asked you about, favorite dance move. So you said you are a professional dancer.
Yes.
Now, just for the audience's sake, is there a particular type of dance you would consider yourself a professional in?
Yeah, well, I have been doing 18 years of ballet and contemporary dancing, so I would definitely consider myself as a professional in that field.
Yeah. Ballet, contemporary.
But
100%.
what I really suck is hip hop dance or break dancing or even like social dancing, like salsa. I'm really bad at that. I could probably get it if I really go into classes, but I really don't take time into going into those classes. Maybe tango. Tango would be great for me, but
that's a fun one.
yeah, ballet and contemporary dancing. That would be it. Yeah.
And so, see, that surprises me because the first favorite dance move you listed was the floss, which I guess, could we consider that a contemporary dance move?
Good memory. Yeah. Well, that's, like very steady. Maybe that's what I can do at the moment.
That's true.
I cannot move so I just can do my hips, floss.
True. Yeah, it's a smooth looking move.
It is. It's, party killer.
There you go.
You go right in the middle. I'm a dancer. Check this out.
I mean, it's a great setup. Like, oh my gosh, Tigran's a professional. And then you're like,
everyone like, can you teach me? Can I take privates?
Yeah.
Please sign up.
Check this out. Let me show you what I got. The second move you said was sachet, right?
What did I say?
It started with an S. Why did I say sachet?
Shimmy.
Oh yeah, shimmy ya or shimmy yay.
Yeah, I was thinking of this dance move.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
I thought it's
there's that song, shimmy shimmy ya, shimmy ya, shimmy
Yeah,
yay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So just. Oh my gosh.
That's another steady dance move. You don't really have to use your knees for that, and you can. Really
you can do it while sitting down, which is great.
Yeah, it's a great move, and it's a great exercise. Try out, 3 times a day, 2 minutes is a really calorie burner. Try it out.
I'm gonna start doing that at work. Just not tell anyone what I'm doing. And just start.
Just like even while you're editing or something.
Okay, great.
You can play that.
Okay, I'm gonna try that tomorrow. I might not have a job next episode. All right. Okay. Just wait. What was your third dance move? Shimmy, floss.
Wow. I thought you had a great memory, but
no, not anymore. I just remember the first one because it's just the floss.
It was jumping jack across the room.
Jumping jack across the room.
Because I thought of this room across the room, jumping jacks. That's actually an exercise, but
I've done that exercise. It's like a good warm up.
It's not really a dance, but I guess across the move it like translated in my head to be a dance move, like jumping jacks across the room. Like
if you do anything across the room, you could classify it.
Right?
Yeah, as
in
a dance
diagonal,
move.
You can change directions, go forward.
Yeah, maybe cross with someone else too. They do the opposite diagonal of you. Oh.
Try it in a club. I can't at the moment, but
you will.
I will one day.
You'll get there soon.
I will break a sweat.
I can't wait. Get in the middle of the floor, start flossing. And you're like, wait. Do some shimmying.
Yes.
And then you jumping jack out of the room.
Check this last killer, the punchline. The comedy comes in 3.
And there it is. The 3 moves right there. They escalate too. They just get better and better. All right, Tigran. Well, thank you for playing 3 things. Those were some excellent answers.
Thank you.
So now we got to get back to talking about some improv.
Let's do it.
So we're going to take it back Tigran, to I want to know when the first time in your life you heard about, learned, saw improv.
Yes.
Just the first time you heard about it. When was that?
First time, it was actually my friend telling me, oh, there are these improv classes, because he was taking acting classes. So he was also told by his teacher, it would be great to take improv classes too. So I heard back in 2019 about it. I heard here and there about improv, but like it wasn't really like I was curious or anything about it.
Yeah.
But it was back in 2019, and that's when it was like, oh, there's a show, let's go watch. So that was it. I think that time period. Otherwise, I back in Armenia or in Europe, I never heard of improv actually.
Yeah.
I think it's born here, right? Is in
Yeah,
US.
it's one of the few like things that we didn't steal from someone else.
That's great.
And I think it started. This woman, I can't remember where she was from. Her name was Viola Spolin, but she started improv in like the 1930s, just something to do with kids. And so it started as like a school thing, and then it eventually evolved and changed to what it is now.
Yeah, we are kids. We are actually kids. Yeah, we forget that.
Yeah.
One day I'm getting deep.
So I like it though. I mean, we still are kids. That person is still there.
Yes, and we actually have to go back to that person every time. You know, like every time we do improv, we have to loosen. We have to let that, extra layers of people that we are. Outside of the door.
Yeah, the job, the stress.
Yeah, all of that.
Rant, all those things. Just let it go.
Let it go and be that kid, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think that being childish brings something really like out of you. Like if you can play with yourself, if you can be playful with others.
Yeah.
It's such an important part of life. And really like IFTP people really, really bring that in you, You might be like still in your head while taking classes, and then you might see your friends are like being completely reckless, just like out there. You're like, fuck, what am I doing? Let that out.
Okay, here we go.
No, for real, it's amazing art form.
Very true. Yeah. We gotta leave all that stuff behind outside the classroom door, outside the stage door, whatever it is, and just go be a kid again.
Yep.
So back in 2019, you and your friend Magnus, right?
Yes.
And I know I've heard of Magnus. I haven't met him, unfortunately, but he's another person like I know about, but haven't had the chance to meet yet. So I hope I do in the future. So you and Magnus came and saw a show here, and you were like, whoa, wait, this isn't scripted. They're just making that up.
Yeah, at least I was like, come on, like, no, we were like, this is definitely, they might have some scripts,
Yeah.
And then, when we took classes, we realized there's a technique to it, but nothing is scripted, actually.
Yeah.
And we were like, wow. Because that show actually was really, really good. Like the show that we watched was really, really incredible.
Yeah.
Like we were laughing the whole time. There was like when you laugh and you get crumbs.
Yeah. You're like,
that's how much we were laughing. We were like, no way they were not scripted, And here we are.
Yeah, and now we're on a podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about. So thinking about when you first started classes here at IFTP, what teacher did you have, and like what were some things you learned or like were surprised about by those first classes you were in?
First teacher was Benjamin Roth. And he became a friend too after a while. And it was like very basics of improv and very like, it was like kind of, you were being a child, like taking the journey to like, hey, this is what you should learn to do. And they're like, oh, wow, this is this new skill, And it was totally out of my comfort zone. In real life, I'm social. I'm really social. But out of my comfort zone, meaning like language-wise, every time I would go out there would be like, oh my God, what if I go with a person that has like really great English and I don't understand the words they say? And so that was the challenging part, but personally love challenges.
Yeah.
Personally, I very soon came to learn that actually going out there and learning something that you say wrong, which like maybe sometimes I didn't understand the word my friend or the sim partner was saying because of English, and it became even more funnier.
Yeah.
So I learned that new skill, that learned like how to use that in your improv, like, okay, I didn't really understand, but I'm going to still roll with it.
Yeah, you just pretend.
And the public is going to be revealed that I'm actually not getting what's happening, but that's what's funny about this scene.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something about it actually.
Yeah. Which is, it's interesting to me because I think you come from a background where you've been a performer, right? I mean, you've been a dancer for a good chunk of your life.
Yes.
And moving into improv it's a different type of performance, right? So you've been involved on stages and in different settings and venues, I'm sure, like all your life. But improv is this whole different thing.
Yes. Yeah. Performance is like everything for me. Like I love performing and I did perform in a lot of stages as a dancer, and that's different though. Like the structure of ballet and dancing is so different than what improv is, which actually started helping one other. Actually, I'll talk about it shortly. But performance, I did perform in big audiences, but as you know, dancing is they don't use words.
Yeah.
So. And also everything is very structured, very precise in like
choreography.
It's a whole choreography, and it's just a bunch of stress and it's a bunch of ballet bullshit. That comes with it, For all the ballet dancers out there, I know the struggle, guys. But also the environment is not the nicest, to be honest. Like it's really like compressing kind of environment. It's like
a lot of pressure,
helpful.
I imagine.
A lot of pressure, a lot of things that come with it. But improv, compared to the environment in ballet, it's so freeing. It's like also what me and Magnus realized also. That was realization of like breaking through like the structures. We are trying to be perfect in every time we go in a scene. We're like, oh, how about this being perfect? Like, no, we have to let this go because this is in our mind. It's just like, so this has to be playful. This has to be gray spaced, and public know about gray spacing, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we'll define it real quick. Tigran, tell us, what is gray spacing?
Oh my God, I thought you were gonna tell them.
I can jump in, but I think you got it.
I think it's that moment of when you just vomit words out of your mouth, basically, and there is no thought process. There is that fine line of no thoughts and what's about to come. So I think that's what gray spacing is, and what comes might be funny, might be not, but most of the time it is.
Yeah.
So that's the magic of improv, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess.
I think that's improv when it's the best, is when you're gray spacing, because there's no thoughts, like you said. It's just you're reaching for whatever comes.
Yeah, because if you have actually thoughts or like some do I say some sort of structure in your head, like, I'm gonna lead the scene this way, your scene partner very quickly might bring something forward that is completely takes the road different way, and you have to and you have to roll with it, and that's where the gray spacing comes right away, and that's also one thing I learned, because I would go in a scene and be like, I want to take it to this direction, and then boom, right away it's done, like, oh fuck.
You're like, well, that didn't work.
Yep.
Yeah. That's something I know I've always struggled with in improv, is that, because you're sitting there, or like you're ready to go in or go up or whatever, and you're like, oh, I got something, and then like boom. You said, nope. Yep. And I still do that sometimes. I get an idea and then I'm like, it's not. Oh, okay.
It's fun.
Let that go.
It's fun. Like sometimes as a comedian, like you get an idea, like, oh my God, this is going to be hilarious. And then you go out there and I will do something even funnier, I hope.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the hope. Yeah. I mean, well, so now I'm thinking about it. So you also do stand-up.
Yes.
So you started improv in 2019. You were taking classes in that. Did starting improv get you interested in doing stand-up as well?
Yes, because, well, let me break this down like very quickly, like why I actually started, because it was like mostly for my personal journey. It was first of all, a challenge. As I told, it was so challenging to me that I really wanted to do it. And anything challenging to me in my life, I'm like, fuck, I really want to do this. You know,
that's awesome.
And
don't back down.
No, it's a journey. It's something that would teach me how to get comfortable with my English, and something how to get comfortable with different cultures. You know, I did live in Europe. I did live Germany in Germany in Switzerland, but in US I had to adjust myself to the culture and learn about it and learn how to come across also in. So that really helped me. And me personally, this journey was like getting deep with myself, getting comfortable with myself. And improv did actually teach this. And it was both challenging and, how you say, it was... I'm trying to find the word. You say the English.
Yeah. It's challenging and...
It was a journey, like in a way it was just a journey for me to take to realize myself, who am I, what am I made of, you know? It was like something like to have fun with myself. I was through a period during 2019 about so many problems and so many things that was happening in life, and like I had to learn how to entertain myself and enjoy myself. Like if you can actually like enjoy your own company, that's what it comes down to. If you can enjoy your own company, then life becomes more fun, more enjoyable, more everybody else can enjoy your company. And I think, that was something I was learning about myself. Like learn about yourself, what this brings you to, you know, like what IFTP offers you, what the improv offers you. And through that journey, 2019, I learned improv. And then the pandemic hit. I was like, fuck, what do I do now? And we were doing like Zoom classes or whatever, but it didn't really work well as in person. And the stand-up came from it because I was like, comedy really like connects with me. Like, what can I do? So I started watching a lot of stand-up comics. I started learning stand-up comedy. I was taking like, I think, master class or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know, everyone was like learning some stuff in master class.
Yep.
So
I watched a few of those.
Yep. There was like Steve Martin's.
Yeah.
So I took that and I was learning how to write comedy. And I took classes with Matt also through Zoom. And I was like, I have these ideas, you know, how does the comedy go? How does, you know, 3 rules of comedy are, you know, all of that. So I was curious. So then I started writing random stuff every once in a while. Just like, this might be funny. And then I would read it maybe like a month later. I was like, holy shit, it's not funny.
You're like, what? Who wrote this?
I'm like, burn it.
So no one should see this.
Exactly. And so like I started writing short films.
Oh, wow.
And so like first one was just like idea of like how you say picture comedy, like the physical comedy.
Oh yeah.
So it was like non-verbal. So like I wrote something along the lines with my friends, and there was like done first. It was cool, it was fun, but it wasn't the best product I ever created. But that was like a beginning, a jumping
but you got
point,
started.
You know? Yeah. And then I wrote another short film and another one that is actually being edited now. And so like that brought like the stand-up comedian in me. And right after the pandemic, when clubs were opening and Cool Beans Comedy was hosting things, I was like, jump right on it, you know, like let me try. So like I started and fell in love with it even more. Even though it's more scripted and it's still a journey. It's still like learning, like, oh wow, like what's stand-up comedy offering me? It's something new, and it's really good to have like an improv background in your back pocket, just in case of the situations. You know?
It helps prepare you for so many things.
Yes,
stand-up in particular.
For any stand-up comedians out there, like 100% improv comedy really kills it.
I agree. So I may have missed it, but when did you started doing stand up in 2019 as well, right?
No, I did it in. Well, I started writing in 2020 during pandemic.
Right. Oh, okay.
So I think it was 2021, the beginning.
Yeah, when things opened up.
Things opened up.
Got
I
it.
came and did a performance.
Okay, that's awesome.
It's a short journey I had.
Yeah. Hey, still in it.
Still in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've only done stand up twice. So.
Hey, you're pretty good. I thought you were doing this all your life.
No.
I should learn something from you.
I think it's just improv.
I should learn improv from you.
I don't know.
But stand up also has like something like you question yourself, like what do I hate? What do I love? What am I curious about? So you start questioning yourself, like what comes up, like what would be 3 things you hate, like let's keep this positive. You know, like what are 3 things that you
Actually, you know what, Tigran? Let's do an exercise right now. Give me 3 things you hate. I'll give you 3 things I hate.
Oh my God. Okay, let's go. I hate hemorrhoids.
I agree.
I never got them. That's why I never got them.
Don't. That's all I'm going to say. Don't. It's not fun.
I hope you're not going to edit this.
Oh, no. I'm keeping this in.
You're like taking a note right now.
This is good material.
Holy shit. I hate old people. Like...
All right.
I hate old people. Let me be more specific. Old people in traffic in LA.
Okay. Yeah.
They drive slow.
Okay, I feel that.
I think I have like a deep feeling that they shouldn't.
There's some tests I think maybe later in life people need to take to make sure they're good to go for driving.
After 66, there should be a rule. After 66, you're done. Like take an Uber.
Hey, chill, relax, retire.
When you're 69, your life is really upside down. That's one thing I hate. Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, the roads are dangerous places, especially in LA.
Yes, I get annoyed. I used to not have road rage, but now I'm getting to it, and it's specifically older people. I'm sorry for older people out there. I know that you're very lovely people, but I really don't want to hate you. So drive fast.
I put so drive fast. Wait, no, don't.
No. Drive safe. Drive That's safe. The correct thing to say. Okay.
I'd say just put it, there's a certain age before you can get your license, right? You got to become old enough, responsible enough. And then there's maybe a certain age where you move to the passenger seat.
Yeah, there should be a rule. There should be a rule about that. Yeah. So
that's one more thing you hate.
One more thing that I hate. It's what do I hate, man? I hate wow, I'm such a lovely person.
I mean, it's hard for you to come up with 3 things. That's so nice. Thank you, Tigran.
No, I hate being hairy. Let me bring the focus on myself.
There you go. Like 2 outside things, 1 inside thing.
Yes, let's the viewers out there will be like, he's an asshole. You're not wrong, but
but everyone is in their own way.
Yeah. So I hate being hairy, and I know there are solutions out there.
Sure.
Well, I must say I hate also using the solutions.
Yeah, it's a pain.
Yeah.
It's extra work.
Yeah. I like taking care of myself, but to a certain level.
Yeah, but sometimes that's too much to deal with.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? It's summer, it's sweaty,
yeah.
Anyway.
Right, that's a good list.
We are really digging deep into this.
We are.
What are 3 things you hate?
Oh man, I was thinking about this. People who don't use their turn signals. I mean, that's an easy one. I think most people would agree on that.
Yeah,
but I drive a lot for work, so I just see, you see a lot of stuff out there, and you're like, why are you doing that?
Even anyone that would be sitting here that they are not using signals, they would agree with you.
Yeah,
like I use it, but they probably don't.
Yeah, I'm like that's not. People always say that, but come on, I've seen you out there driving. I see you changing lanes.
Yeah,
turning. Yeah,
arrogant people.
It's tough.
And you got all the lanes.
Yeah. What's my next one? Oh, people who just bring a lot of stuff to the self-checkout at like a store, because self-checkout, I feel like you go because it's quicker, right? That's the idea. You're like, I got this. But then, someone's like, I bought groceries for the next 3 months. I'm
Yeah.
going to go to self-checkout.
And the person that is helping has to deal with that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you want bags and all of that.
Yeah, you want bags. Or
I
they get like
understand.
alcohol. They try and get it at the self-checkout. The employee has
There's
to walk
a huge
over.
line
Yeah.
standing behind them. That's the whole.
Just people who hold up lines. Yeah, that's what it is. People who
Yes.
hold up lines.
Don't go to DMV.
Yeah.
No.
I got a couple years before I have to go back, so till my license expires again.
Oh my god.
All right, what's my last one?
See, the last one is always hard.
I'll make it about myself. I hate how easily I get sunburned.
Oh my god.
It's annoying.
You're pale.
I am very pale, and I was doing this thing last week outside.
Yes.
And I was outside for, maybe like 45 minutes. And then my neck just got roasted. Like I wear sunscreen on my face every day because I get it. Like this is just how it is for me.
So what's the first place that gets burned if you don't wear sunset? Like, is it?
It's always my
sunscreen,
neck
sorry.
because
Is it the neck?
I wear it every day on my face. I just
Yeah.
do. It's a part. I've been doing that for years.
You have to. You have
Yeah.
to. You have to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's your life.
It's just, I'm worried like, someday down the road, it's going to come back and I'll get like skin cancer or something,
my
I'm just
God.
like, man, I mean, it's pretty dark, but
It's you are dealing with it. You're
Yeah.
like putting a sunscreen at least.
Yeah.
I don't like using sunscreen, so
Yeah.
I'm like also, but I don't really get burned like too much. Only my nose. That's the first thing that
That's
I get
painful.
burned. It's like
Yeah.
Armenian nose out there, under the sun. That's it gets red. I look like a clown.
that's a painful sunburn too.
It is because then you have to deal with all.
Yeah.
I've
I've had that. Sunburn ears, that's bad. I mean, I shaved my head in the last couple months for the first time, and that's been learning that that's a place that can get sunburned now.
You can grow your hair. It's fine. You got good set of hair.
Yeah, I kind of like it shaved, but that's the thing. I'm like, I enjoy this, especially now it's going to get hot soon.
Yeah.
But sunburns, I hate it.
Yes.
I hate it.
LA people
It's
hate
like-
sunburns.
The sun is cool, it does a lot of good things for us, except burn us.
Yes, but this is like things that bring people as a community together. You
Yeah.
know? Sunburns in LA, traffic.
Yeah.
Hating older people driving.
Yeah.
all these things. And hemorrhoids.
Hey, it's a real thing. If you never had one, you should still hate them.
Yes.
And if
That's why.
you've had one,
This-
you should also hate them.
you know the pain.
Yeah, you know
the
how bad it can be. It's just awkward to talk about.
pain. Yes.
All right, Tigran, I'm gonna find a way to bring us back to talking about improv.
difficult, yes.
But hey, it's important. We all have things that annoy us in life. So I want to come back to improv because you teased it a little bit earlier. You mentioned kind of how improv and dance, like how there's been some crossover in that. So I just wanted
That's right.
to hear a little more about that from you.
That's,
What do you mean?
That's true. Thanks for reminding, because I have been like in my head thinking like, what did I say that I will come back to?
Oh, I got you.
Yes.
I was hoping you'd say that naturally at some point, and you did. So.
Yeah. There are crossovers about, when I perform ballet, when I go on stage, right before you hit the stage, like it's a huge responsibility. And I dance mainly main roles. And so those are like, you go out there, you have to perform, you have to tell the story,
Yeah.
as an artist, you have to, and you have a partner. You have to take care of your partner, you have to lift, you have to do all sorts of partnering skills and at the same time be in the story,
Yeah.
These are like storytelling ballets, such as, Nutcracker, Sleeping Beauty, etc. And so the amount of stress that would be like in your head, like repeating the steps, repeating like, oh my God, like what should I do? What should I, like all this paranoia that is built right before you go on stage. Improv taught me that you just go for it, You're out there, you take a risk. No matter what happens, you're out there, you can handle it. So, and it taught a lot of life lessons like that. Like, no matter what happens, you can handle it. This is the sentence that comes to me from improv. So when I was performing ballet, I would, like my stress level, drop down like so low that I would almost not care as much.
Yeah.
You know, like I seem like careless before going on stage, even though I cared about how the public will experience. Like they bought tickets, there is a responsibility still. But that sentence just kept in mind. No matter what happens, I can handle this. Like because in our head we are built as a ballet dancers. We are like from childhood they are like nailing this in your head. Like you should be perfect.
Yeah.
You know, you should not do mistakes. But that's impossible, especially in this kind of skillful art form. There are mistakes, you know. There will be mistakes, and you have to accept them, and you need to learn how to handle them better, you know. And that would also actually give security to my partner, my dance partner that would be there, and you know, like she would be nervous. Oh my God, like that. And I would always tell my dance partner, "Don't worry, I got this. We can handle this. No worries." Yeah. All good. So that's stress level. That's the crossovers. And the crossover from ballet, which gave me the confidence to go on stage of improv, it's the performing itself, like just going out there, because I have seen big publics. I have learned how to handle myself in such a situations, you know, like to not be shaky, to not be like, because your physicality starts reacting, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what taught me to just step out there in improv, like go in front of a public, and no matter what, you're there already.
Yeah.
So those are the crossovers. Thanks for reminding, actually. You're a good listener. Yeah. Where did you learn it from?
I try. Doing this podcast from Matthew Moore.
Oh wow, the legend himself.
Yeah, the legend himself. I think that's really interesting. Yeah, just thinking about how your experience in ballet. I mean, like you said, just like huge crowds that you're performing in front of, and just right away that translated into improv. I love all those crossovers that you mentioned, and I would imagine like your ballet partner, it would be so comforting. Like I'm just picturing myself in that situation. If I knew the other person going up there with me is like just cool, you know, like we got this. Don't worry about it. Like we're gonna be great. We've rehearsed. We know our choreography. I'm gonna be able to lift you. I'll catch you. You know,
I got you. Yes.
Yeah, because we need that in improv.
Yes.
And in ballet, I feel like even more so sometimes, because you're leaping. You know, all these different moves that you're trying to pull off.
Yeah. And you know, things can go wrong, and the injuries and etc. But like even then, you learn how to handle yourself. Yeah, you're totally right.
And things will go wrong, like you said. Like that's just part of performing. Like at some point, something's gonna go wrong, and you still
life, you know, in general. Yeah. So, things happen. You know? Like I didn't expect to get injured.
Yeah,
it happens. One does. You know, no one does. But you learn how to. Okay, this is the situation now. I take it from here.
You keep going.
Yeah.
Very true. Now this is a ballet question I have to ask. Have you ever had? You're like, already.
Shit.
And I'll think of an example for myself as well. Okay, I got one. Do you have like an embarrassing moment that's happened during a performance or a rehearsal?
Well, rehearsal, like it's embarrassing himself, you know?
Yeah, sure. Because you're learning it, you're practicing. Yeah. It's messy.
I guess, yes. What would I? Wow, this is a. I was actually performing, and I had a fever that day. I got a fever, and I was performing Nutcracker. This was in LA, actually. In Redondo Performing Arts Center. I remember it very specific. And I got fever, and I was like, oh my God, I'm sick. And I was doing the main role. So I was like, oh my God. And I was like, on top of that, oh shit, I have to partner and etc. And we didn't have a second cast to cover, you know?
Yeah, it's just you.
Which is usual.
Yeah.
And my director gave me Advil. Like, take Advil, bring the temperature down. But I didn't know that, I don't know, for some reason, I was reactive to Advil. So it really like started numbing my body right before I went on stage. So I started actually at the bottom of my feet started numbing, and I started like feeling the floor really less, like almost my blood flow was not going there anymore.
Yeah.
And this is like one of the first times I went on stage and I got more paranoid. You know, I was like, fuck, what am I going to do?
You don't know what's going on.
I'm jumping, I'm landing, and I'm like, I hope I land correctly because I'm not feeling my feet anymore.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Yeah, but like, you know, we rehearse so many times. It's like the choreography and the body has a memory. So it really went for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I did like this last move and I finished right in front of the audience. I'm by myself doing a variation. And I got so dizzy because there were like so many turns and stuff. And I'm like numb and I'm like, I was like sitting on my knee. And I'm just like dropped my hand on the floor just to get up because I didn't have any more power or like I was so dizzy to get up. You usually don't really take your arm on the ground, you know, like in a classical ballet.
Yeah.
And I just like put my arm on the ground, like just got up casually, bowed and took off. And I was so glad that day was over.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going home to sleep right now. Like I can just like, take me home.
This off.
Yeah, that was like one of the embarrassing moments in ballet. Yeah.
Wow.
It happens, you know.
Yeah, that sounds scary too. Yeah, just thinking about, I mean, how you land, I imagine, is so important.
Yes.
With leaps and, you know, trying to protect yourself, make sure you're not hurt, like, and for your next position.
Correctly, like how to land is like so important. That's like probably how I slowly injured my knee too, you know. But that happens.
Yeah, it
we
happens.
can handle it right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you did it. You made it through the performance.
Yeah.
In spite of whatever the Advil was doing to you.
I learned that I should not take Advil. I should take Tylenol because ibuprofen.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Versus what? Acetaminophen, I think, is what Tylenol is.
Acetaminophen or something like that. I don't know if I'm saying it correct, but I will always ask you the words that I say correctly.
I'll do my best to know. Corduroy.
Corduroy, acetaminophen, and ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen. Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
There you go. We got
3 words I learned.
3 medicines. Well, 3 medicines and 2 medicines and pants.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I was thinking about my embarrassing story is also related to being sick while doing a show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I did a lot of musical theater in college.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it wasn't during a performance, it was just a rehearsal. It was a dress rehearsal. And in this part of the show, we were on a staircase, but it was unfinished. Like they hadn't put the railing on yet.
No.
Just because it was like the last week before opening, and you know, there's just some last minute changes happening to the set. My pants got caught on part of the railing that was not done yet, and when that happened, I like flipped backwards and rolled down the stairs.
Oh my god!
And, like we had like the whole cast was in the audience watching. This is a big show. We had like 40 cast members, and
oh my god,
this is a big musical, you know. And, oh my gosh, Did
you injure yourself or something, or was it?
No,
like
I don't know. I just tumbled down, and I was also really sick that week. Like I had been on antibiotics trying to get over it. Like I had no voice. Like like trying to do my lines and sing and like all that stuff. It is just it was bad. I just felt so terrible. I was like,
it's the worst, like to perform when you're sick.
Yeah.
Or like recovering even. Yeah. It's like just to go on stage, you're like so unaware of like what's happening.
Yeah. You're like, I'm barely here right now.
Yeah, I'm glad you're fine though.
Yeah, I think you handled yours better than mine. You didn't fall down any staircases, I don't think.
I don't remember. Like maybe I did at some point. Probably, you know. It's been 18 years.
Yeah, that's a lot of performances.
Once happened, yeah.
Yeah. You're like, honestly, maybe.
I wet my pants. You're like, okay.
I haven't done that yet. Fingers crossed.
Yes,
we'll see. Maybe in the next improv show.
Maybe.
Let loose.
Maybe we can do it together. Maybe
we can
plan it.
We could both wet our pants.
We will be same partners and we'll be on the same page.
There you go.
We're like, do you need to pee? Yes. Let's go.
Let's do it. Make it happen. Let's find some stairs. We'll fall down.
Yes.
All right, Tigran. So I got a couple more questions for you before we do some improv. But play, right?
Wait.
Be kids.
Be kids. Let's be children. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm excited. What would you say has been the the impact of improv on your life?
It did definitely have the impact of like not caring as much how you come across, because all those all those layers of like egos we put, like all those layers of characters we put in daily basis,
Yeah.
it definitely shuts down that, like, that we should not care too much, like that's the what's your authentic self, what's your real self.
Yeah.
And that's what I mostly do. I just like show this is my reality, this is who I am. And improv brings that out of you.
Yeah.
It does that work psychologically, or however it does the work. That's what the biggest impact had. And socially, just feeling like so free to communicate with anyone, knowing that you can handle any situations or make it even fun, even more fun. Those are the two big things.
Yeah, and I think I'm really hearing what you said about like caring less.
Yeah.
Right, just going out, doing you. Especially, I mean, in improv, that's where it starts. But the rest of life too,
Yes.
It's an important thing to be able to do. So thinking about kind of your career and your journey with improv and with comedy, and right, it just became May. It's May 2nd right now. So the year,
Yes.
we still got a lot of year left in 2023.
Definitely.
Do you have any goals or things you want to accomplish related to comedy or improv by the end of this year?
Yes, I do. I want to actually be able to host or like create a stand-up comedy show myself, and produce it, or see if I can actually manage to bring people together and have fun and bring good comedians such as Michael. And
I don't know who that guy is, but he sounds like
he's
stinks.
a great comedian. Like,
I don't know.
he loves jokes about corduroy pants.
Hey, that's true. that's the only kind of joke I like.
No, but like that's one thing I really want to accomplish this year, comedy wise, and just basically to perform more and be able to perform or book shows or things like that. Let's see how it goes. I don't really specifically like I really have to do it this year or that, but it's one of the goals.
Yeah, in the future.
Yeah.
I like that. Yes. I think I would go to an improv show hosted by Tigran, or comedy show, stand up. I'm there. Improv, stand up, whatever it is. I'm there. I'm there. So just let me know.
Yes, you are. How about you?
Ooh.
I'm turning like you see. I'm
hey, you can't do that. This is my show. No. That's a good question. I mean, I also want to perform more. I like performing a lot. Stand up. I think after that last show we did, I hadn't done it for like a year and a half until that show. So it'd been a little while. And
you killed it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Tigran. That's very kind.
Did, yeah.
I think I want to get into that a little more again because I forgot. And I was like, wait, it can be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot to learn, but the only way to learn it is just to get up there and do it, right?
Yeah.
You got to be in front of an audience and remember that, like, oh yeah, I need to take care of the audience as I'm performing. So do some more stand up, and then I like making like little videos, for like social media, like Instagram, TikTok, that kind of thing. And I've only made maybe like 3 or 4 in the past like month and a half or so. So I want to do that more.
That's good.
I
see you doing it.
Yeah, it's fun. Like little projects like that. And I know you've made some short films. I got to check some of those out.
We will host with Matthew Moore. Actually, Matthew Moore is in both of them.
Ooh,
both of the films.
Never mind then.
Yeah, I know. It's a sad thing, but working with him was amazing. Actually,
I believe it.
Amazing. But we will actually host it in here in IFTP. Ooh. Yeah, we did. I think Matthew was talking about
a short film festival.
Short film evening, festival or whatever. But we'll bring those films too there. Yeah,
him and I have talked about that a little bit because they did one a while ago, right?
Yes, one of my films was there too. The second one I did, and this new one is a bit longer though. But he has great character in it.
Okay.
Yeah, so look forward.
Look for it.
It'll be fun.
Tigran, if I wanted to watch some of your short films, where could I find them?
Good question. I'll send you.
Okay, that works for me. That works for me. I want to check them out. All right, Tigran, we've talked a lot about improv, about ballet, about hemorrhoids and corduroy.
Especially about hemorrhoids.
Especially, yeah. Hemorrhoids and corduroy. If there's anything you remember about this episode, let it be those two things.
Yes, comment #hemorrhoids, #corduroy below. I'm really sabotaging this.
That's a terrible hashtag, but it's funny. All right. You ready to do some improv?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, let's do it.
So I have 3 games picked out for us this evening that we're going to play.
Shoot, yes.
And I guarantee that you've never played these games before.
Oh my God. Let's go. Challenge.
Because what I usually do is that, you see, it's off camera, but Tigran's going to be let in on a little secret. You see that book right there?
Improv games, yes.
So I look through that book and then I go, well, that game's dumb. How can I change it to make it better for a podcast? And that's basically what I do every week.
Okay.
Or I just Google a list of improv games and try and change
Well, that's
it.
why you have a great show.
Well, I've been trying.
Let's hope we play it good.
We will. I know we will because you're here.
Damn, they are just complimenting right and left,
You
guys.
know?
Wow.
That's why we're here. We're here to hear you. So this first game we're going to play, Tigran, is called Animal Facts. And in this game, basically, we're going to go back and forth. I'm going to give you a random animal,
Yes.
just from a generator. I'm going to be like, oh, it's a cow. And you're just going to make up a fact about a cow.
Fact about the cow. Okay, I hope I know all the animals' names. If I don't know, I will just make a...
Yeah, just make it up.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I don't know, I will do this to you, which means I don't know anything about that animal, but I will still make it up.
That works for me.
Let's go.
So we'll go back and forth. I'll give you an animal, do a fact, then I'll do an
Yes.
animal. We'll go back and forth. So basically, if you're watching on YouTube, I just have this website pulled up that gives me a random list of animals, and there's a little button I can hit that just gives me a random one.
Yes.
All right, so Tigran, are you ready?
Yes.
Hey, Tigran, can you tell me a fact about a wolf?
A wolf, they like to mourn loudly, and they like to take care of each other. You know, they like to wash each other.
Oh, that's nice.
They don't really brush their teeth, but
No.
they like take care of their nails. Actually, if you didn't know, go check it out. Actually, the wolves, they go to the mountain walls and scratch the mountains, and that's how they take care of their nails. That's how the girls learn, you know, nail salons and
Nail
stuff.
care. Yeah, nail salons.
It comes from wolves.
That is a very fun fact. Well, tell you what, Tigran, I'm going to tell you a fun fact about giraffes.
Yes.
So you know, giraffes, they have that like pattern on them. You know.
Yeah.
You know, that's actually not real. They're just all wearing the same outfit. So that's just what the clothes that giraffes wear. It's just no human has ever seen
Do
giraffes
they have
doing.
a zipper? On
Yeah,
The neck?
we've just never seen them doing laundry. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
That's my fun fact.
They should learn some like washing and stuff from
Yeah,
wolves.
yeah. I bet we could learn some techniques. But Tigran, I got a question. Can you tell me about pumas?
Pumas, they like to jump, which is a real fun fact. But they like to jump in like when it's dark,
Yeah.
when people are not watching. They like to jump differently. They like to cross their leg, like almost like a jumping jack, and they like to run around like all together, both legs, like all 4 legs actually. They pam 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 pam, and they move forward like that. When
Across the
people are
room?
watching, they're watching. That's it. They take the form back to normal.
Has that?
And I don't know how I found out about it.
Yeah. Has anyone ever taken like a video or a picture of that?
They set up cameras secretly in the jungles, and they found out that this is what they do at night.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's dark and they are black and they are not seen as much.
Yeah.
So with the night vision, we caught them doing that.
I got to check that out. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tigran. Well, I got a fact for you about everyone's favorite animal, the frog.
The frog.
Yeah. Do you know
Yes.
that frogs, they're actually, frogs are not really green.
Oh.
You know, frogs are just, you know how they say you are what you eat?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a saying. So frogs actually, whatever they eat a lot of, they just turn that color.
Really?
It's just that frogs start out as green, but over time they turn to other colors.
Also, they ate grass and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
so if frogs
birds.
eat grass, they turn green, or if
They
they
were
eat
healthy.
leaves. But if they eat bugs, they turn the color to the bug.
Oh, should.
Yeah, so
I didn't
frogs
know
are what
that.
they eat. Yeah. It's a little,
Just like humans.
yeah, we are what we eat.
Yep.
All right, Tigran. I got one more animal for you. I want you to tell me about. Can you tell me about the prairie dog?
They are very. They are very. They don't have hair. They really don't have hair. Actually,
What?
they have wigs.
Oh my gosh.
They are this kind of predators that they go into different animals and steal wigs and fur from them.
Wow.
For real, like they were caught in Amazon jungle actually.
Yeah.
They were stealing fur from bears and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
And
That's crazy.
that's how they like. Sometimes if you see them, they have different patterns or like maybe different colors. Like the head is different
Yeah,
color and
they don't all look
tail
the
is tail is different. Yeah, it's all stolen from different animals.
Wow.
They are stealers.
Huh.
Yeah,
Do you think that's where humans got the idea to make coats out of animal fur?
mm-hmm.
Prairie dogs?
I think because they have like sharp nails too. I forgot to say.
Oh,
I'm
like
sorry,
wolves.
Yeah, like sharp nails. No, the wolves they take care of their nails.
Right,
but
right, 'cause the cave
But
walls.
the dogs,
Prairie dogs.
dogs. They have like these sharp, thin nails that is like really thin that they can like slice it out and right back on your back.
The more you know. Blackout.
Blackout.
Okay, that was lovely. I learned so much today. Thank you, Tigran.
Thank you too. I
learned a
learned
lot.
like about. I had no idea about frogs and stuff.
Oh yeah, I'll show you. Here's a picture of a prairie dog. I'm trying to remember. I think
my
they're
God.
like like a gopher or like a meerkat. Like they have
Yeah.
like little holes in the ground they go into and then they pop up from it.
I thought there was a meerkat,
Oh yeah, yes. I think
but it's a mere dog maybe.
I think meerkats. I know they're in Africa, and then I think prairie dogs are in the U.S. actually.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere I don't know where. they're around.
Somewhere here.
Yeah.
You can find them in Texas or something.
Yeah, that's where they steal the best fur. That's where they find it. Yeah.
On the buffaloes, they steal a lot of buffaloes.
Oh yeah. That's the best thing to steal fur from. Very warm, very cozy. Yeah, expensive though.
Really expensive.
Yeah. All right, Tigran. So this next game we're gonna play.
Yes.
I'm just throwing a lot at you tonight. This game is called School Presentation.
Yes.
So growing up, going to school, did you ever have to give a presentation?
Yeah, sometimes.
Give
yes.
a report? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, lucky for you, you're gonna get to do that again tonight.
Thank you.
So, Tigran, what I need from you is that I'm going to give you a random person from history.
Yes.
Just a random person from history. We're doing lots of random things tonight.
And if I don't know the person from history, I still do this. Okay?
Oh, you do know this person from it because
Are
you're
you
giving
sure?
a report on it,
Oh, okay.
right? Right?
Yeah. Of course I know. I know. Yeah. all
You know
the
everything
people.
there is to know. So the person you're giving a report on today in this class,
Yes.
in this history class, is Catherine the Great.
Catherine the Great.
Catherine the Great.
Yeah. Of course.
So, Tigran, I'm so excited to hear your report about Catherine the Great. I just need you to tell me a couple things about her. If you could just maybe tell me about, where she was born,
Yes.
about her life, maybe some of the things she did,
Yes.
and then how she died. That would be great.
Catherine, yes, of course. So Catherine the Great was born in 1762. Wow. And she was in a royal family. She actually ran away at the age of 15 from her family, from the royal family. And she was born in, she was born in England. She actually escaped to France to marry the guy she really loved. It was Francis de Croissant.
Yeah.
That's where the word croissant came. And
Incredible.
she was marrying at the age of 15. It was common back then. But they got married, and it turns out that Francis de Croissant was was a closeted gay guy. And she actually never lost her virginity until she was
Wow.
32.
A scandal.
Scandal. That was, she really wanted to, but she couldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he couldn't.
Yeah, he wasn't interested.
Yeah, he was married for his family, but it was like, when he was in the bedroom, nothing worked.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
after he died in a battle or whatever, she...
Sorry, I'm just laughing because that's so sad.
I know. Me.
That Francis du Croissant
Francis de Croissant.
Croissant passed away.
And yeah, after he died in a battle or whatever, she actually married the brother of Francis.
Wow.
And he was straight, and he was always interested on him. It was Benoit de 14.
Oh, good for her.
Benoit 14th in France, yes.
Yes.
And yeah, they had children. They were happy, but at some point she took a depression. Like in her life, it was a depressing period. So she left that family too.
Wow.
It was like common thing for her, just like family leave. And yeah, they found her dead in a boat in where it was in the river near Russia. It was, I don't remember the name of the river, but
The Russian River, I believe.
Russian river. Yes, it was the Russian Moscow River, Russian/Moscow River.
Russian/Moscow River.
Yeah, she was floating.
I've seen that on the map. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
It was very sad. She died in 1783 at the age of 41.
Wow.
Yeah.
And she was born in 1762. That's amazing.
Yes.
Time is crazy.
Time was,
it was
it was
different.
like that period they were deciding before Christ, after Christ, so I just made a whole mess.
Yeah, they weren't sure.
Yeah.
Tigran, this has been an amazing report. It sounds like you've really done your research. I just have one question for you. Something I've been thinking about. So, her name is Catherine the Great.
Yeah.
Why do you think she got that title, the Great?
Oh yes, I forgot to tell you. The great title came from birthing a lot of children. Actually, she was great at birthing children. She was
really good at it.
Yeah, she was popping it out like I don't know. It was pam pam one after each other. She had about 14 children.
Wow.
And yeah,
That's a lot of children.
it was 14 children just specifically for
Benoit.
Benoit de 14, the 14
Yes, of course.
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was a 14 child too. That's why he was Benoit the 14.
Yeah. And he wanted the same thing for his kids.
Yes,
that
it was
he had with
14 kids
Catherine.
for him. Yes.
That makes sense.
She got that title. Yeah. Why did I forget that? It's such an
It's
important.
okay.
point.
You just had so much information to
I
get.
just, when I tell stories as as a reporter, I really feel them. I really dig into the reality of them. Like what was she feeling in that moment?
Wow.
Character work.
Yeah. Wow. That really it takes your report to another level. I mean, this is easily an A+.
Yeah, thank you.
A+.
I appreciate.
Blackout. Now, Tigran, how much did you know about Catherine the Great before we did this scene?
I didn't know shit about Catherine the Great.
Well,
I actually don't know Catherine the Great.
That's one of those people. I was like, yeah, I've heard of her, but I couldn't tell you anything she did. And I want to give you credit because you said she was born in 1762. She was born in 1729. So you weren't that far off.
17, okay.
And she did have some things to do with Russia. It looks like. That's where. Oh, she was the Empress of Russia. Okay, so she was royalty, which I think you mentioned in the beginning, right?
Where was she born? Was it England?
Let's see. Let's do some research. Okay, it's loading. Come on.
Now the reality.
Yeah.
The real one.
Okay. I'm thinking it's going to tell us that she was probably
I'm
Russian.
going to drop on my knees, on my broken knees, if you say she had 14 children.
Catherine the Great. Hang on. I'm going to pull up her Wikipedia page. All right. I want to... Oh my gosh. And she was reigning. She began her reign in 1762. So that year did mean something in her real life.
Really?
So
wow.
you just got the dates a little mixed up. That's all, right?
This is universe,
Okay.
I felt like I saw Catherine's ghost right here, passing by, doing jumping jacks across the room.
So she was born in Prussia. Oh yeah. Russia. Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She was born in Russia. She died in Russia. Did a lot of stuff in Russia. Let's see. Tell me about. She have any kids? Okay, it looks like she did a lot.
She did a lot.
Personal life. Here we go. She took many lovers, which you mentioned two of them.
Yeah, it was two that was mentioned only.
Yeah.
Francis de Croissant and Benoit de 14.
Of course. Yeah, that was just a couple.
I'm just like showing off my French skills, you know.
I mean, they're great.
French pronunciation, but nothing in French actually.
Okay, so there's just like a list of like all these different lovers that she had. It's
There's a list of lovers.
Yeah.
Maybe there were 14 lovers. If I nailed the 14 number somewhere.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like she definitely had some trouble with kids, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
She both did have kids and then had some struggles as well. So it was a mix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not getting a final number, but
it's okay.
you got some details, like kind of like
Wow.
related to the truth. So
Yeah.
basically, everything Tigran said was right.
Yeah.
So
Go check it out.
if there's any kids listening, Tigran just wrote your report for you. You're
Please
welcome.
do the same presentation. Copy this. Do the same presentation at your school.
Yep.
Your teacher will love
A+.
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 Yep.
All right. Tigran, we've got one more game we're going to play, and this one's going to be a little simpler, just kind of a normal scene. But here's what I need from you. Could you give me a letter of the alphabet?
T.
T. Great letter.
Yes.
Can you give me a word that starts with the letter T?
T.
All right, perfect. T. So we're going to do a scene. Our suggestion is T. I'll black us out when we're done.
Okay.
Just a couple more.
Add some more actually for me. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I can't drink my tea without sugar. You know.
I know that already.
You know, like 7 packets at least.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise,
5 years, the same story.
doesn't taste any good.
Matthew. Stop. That's enough. Yes. That's enough, please.
Frank, you know, I always put 7 packets of sugar in my tea.
6 is enough, and you know, after 7, things get nasty. You know that about yourself.
Okay. Frank, I'm sorry. I don't appreciate you judging me for how I take my tea. You know,
Judging?
I don't you say things get nasty when I put 7 packets of sugar in my tea?
Hell yes, it does.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean? How do I get nasty?
What do I mean? A week ago, me and you, sitting on our balcony, just casual tea time, you know?
Yeah, but
7 p.m.
we do it every day. Tea time in the balcony.
Yes, but
I love having
week-
tea with you here in the balcony.
I love having it too, but you know, when you took your 7th sugar, what did you do? You did, oh my God, take off your shirt, start shaking your nipples.
I did the shimmy.
You were doing the shimmy, but the whole neighbors were taking fucking videos of you. And I was embarrassed because I like tea with clothes on.
Well, Frank, you shouldn't be embarrassed by me, what I do. That's what I bring to this relationship is sort of a wild side. You need to loosen up a little bit.
You know, I love my job. You know how proper I am always. You know me already 7 years. You know me.
I know we've been together a long time.
Yes. And every time you embarrass me everywhere. Every time. First the shimmy. And then shaving your legs in the public while you are wearing shorts.
It's just, you know, whenever the need strikes,
is that right?
Okay, that was maybe not smart because we were on a moving vehicle. I did cut myself with the razor several times, but
Several times.
I just wanted to be ready. You know, we were on our way to that show downtown, and I wanted my legs to look nice.
You do that stuff at home, okay? Like in a regular bath. But like, you know, I gotta tell you, all these 7 years, I've been writing every single thing that was annoying me.
Oh my gosh.
I have it right here.
You kept a list, Frank?
And I want... Maybe this takes our relationship to next level. Maybe it doesn't. But I would actually appreciate if we read this together.
Okay.
Yes?
Sure. I can't believe you have this many things that I've done.
It's all right.
That
I'm going to put it right here on top of our balcony.
I'll go first. I'll read the most recent thing. You wrote that I got mad at you for getting mad at me about how much sugar I put in my tea. That's happening right now, and you just wrote it down?
Exactly, yes.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even notice you writing.
Yeah, because I do that when I'm in the bathroom.
That's crazy.
Yes. Here's the second point. Read this. Read it. It's clear, really.
Yeah.
Written.
No, when I
take a bath every evening at 9 p.m., you come in, you pour the leftover of your tea on my feet.
Into the bath.
Yeah.
And then
why?
Because it's funny. Because when I pour it in the bath, it's like, oh, you're the teapot. You know, it's like I get a bigger cup of tea. Get it? Because like the bathtub becomes a big teacup with you in it. It's cute.
And you add the seventh sugar in the bath. And you say, I'm going to drink you. Yeah. That's what it gets.
Yeah, it's cute.
I don't find that
Frank.
It's cute. It's okay. I can accept that, but it's okay.
Thank you, Frank. It's just my playful nature. You know, I'm wild. I like to make big teacups and take my shirt off on the balcony and shake my legs in a moving train. That's just what I do. You know, it's cute to be wild. That's why I do it. I'm cute.
We need a divorce.
Blackout.
So stupid.
Everything I did was so cute.
It was cute. It was really cute.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Great games, by the way. Thank you for readjusting the improv games and make it for the podcast.
Yeah, we make it work for the podcast.
Appreciate this.
I know it doesn't matter. I always do object work to start those scenes. I don't know why, but
No, you're great at improv. I watched a couple of shows and you're amazing in it. Yes.
Very kind. Thank you. So Tigran,
yes.
Before we go tonight, before we conclude tonight's episode, I want to give you the chance. Are there any final words you want to leave us with?
Final words? Sure, yes. I can.
On improv, on hemorrhoids, on life?
Like hemorrhoids, definitely. Take care of it.
Get rid of those.
Improv for the people. Please, anyone in the area, in West Los Angeles, Santa Monica, Beverly Hills, wherever you are, come take classes with IFTP because it's a great community. It's really, I'm not trying to commercial it here. It actually is a really great community. And improv will change your life. I think basically just really enjoy yourself, like whatever you do, really try to have fun with yourself. I think that really brings life to a next level, and improv definitely does that. These are my final words, and keep tuned, you know. This guy is doing a great job.
Oh, thank you, Tigran. Well, thank you so much again to Tigran for coming on the show and telling us about all things ballet, working out, hemorrhoids, corduroy,
jumping jacks across the room.
Across the room. The greatest move.
Yes.
Here's a challenge to everyone this week. When you hear this episode, I challenge you to do some jumping jacks across the room.
And can we do floss right here in front of the public?
Let's floss.
Let's floss together.
This is a good way to end the episode. Let's do it.
We keep this on.
All right. So for audio listeners, check us out on YouTube.
Yes.
Come see the floss.
Floss.
So thank you so much for watching Improv for the podcast. As always, we'll be back next week with another episode. Floss at home. Jumping jack across the room.
Follow IFTP and follow this guy. He's amazing.
And we'll link Tigran's stuff. Check out his short films, ballet, and everything else he's posted on social media. Until then, we'll see you next time.
You're a great flosser.
Improv for the podcast was created by Matt Moore and Michael Lee Evans. Edited and produced by Michael Lee Evans. And finally, presented by Improv for the People. Interested in more IFTP? You can visit us at improvforthepeople.com or on our socials, such as Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Remember, new episodes are released weekly. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.